Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. People, we know unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, that The View has been a constant geyser of bullshit, over emotion, outright lies, racism, sexism, you name it, constantly. 24/7, 365, nonsense, bullshit, nonsense, right? But this time, old Whoopi Goldberg kicked her shoes off and dug her giant crusty feet into the ground. Like she dug in. So for some reason there was a rope attached and she wrapped that shit around her arm. Dug in tight. And just released an acidic torrent of bullshit on The View today. Like the torrent of bullshit, of verbal fecal matter that she unleashed. If you touched it, it's like the throw up from Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. That shit'll burn you to the bone. This shit was highly acidic. And she unleashed it on everyone in the crowd and everyone who watched. I think I got a little bit on me. Whoopi Goldberg fixed her vagina-loving mouth to say to the one semi-reasonable, watered-down conservative lady who's on there. She told her, the lady was talking about what's going on in Iran. For somehow, I'll put a link to a clip if you want to sift through it. Somehow, they got on the topic of how they treat alphabet soup group members and women in Iran, and she's saying, I couldn't show my arms. She had like a short sleeve shirt. I couldn't show my arms, couldn't show my face. If I went over there, this would happen to me, that would happen to me. They're tossing gay folks off the roof. And Whoopi's like, it's the same thing they did here to black people. It's the same thing. And the lady goes, no, 2025 Iran is not the same as 2025 America for black people. Whoopi's like, well, we just got the right to vote in 1965 and they were lynching black people and it's the same thing. Lady's like, no, it's not. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Bitch. If you are caught as a homosexual in Iran, if they catch you in the act, I don't know, how does somebody catch you in the act? How does somebody catch you getting poop on the end of your ding dong? Or how do they catch you face deep in some clam? But anyway, if you are deemed to be a homosexual in Iran, you could be punished with imprisonment, flogging, or death. Some repeat offenders could be put to death. It's hard enough to get caught one time. How do you get caught multiple times? Anyway, but if you're deemed to be so, you can be punishable by imprisonment, flogging, and or death. In America, if you get caught being black, or if they deem you to be black in America, you are excused. Excuses are made for you. You're absolved of wrongdoing. You're catapulted into the stratosphere or whatever occupation, whatever career you're in. You're treated with kid gloves, those white gloves that they handle antiques with. If you just accuse someone or a company of racism, everything stops. It has to be investigated. Somebody left a noose on my desk. Who the fuck is doing that? Like, if you're a real racist, you're a real dyed-in-the-wool, not my daughter, racist, a real one, You know, like a real woman, not this new 20-something woman that has a dick hanging off the front. A real one. So I'm talking a real racist, not anyone who disagrees with somebody darker than a sheet of printer paper. They're called a racist or Hitler. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real ones. The real deal, Holyfield. The real racists. Are you leaving nooses on somebody's desk? What? Are you really out there in a fucking a winter vortex waiting for some D-list celebrity to come out and get a foot long? Are you really making nooses and putting them on garage doors at NASCAR races? And all the other stupid shit that's been made up. Are you really doing that? But Whoopi says the same plight for black people in America is the same one for gay people and women in Iran. That is utterly ridiculous. Why that lady should have got up and walked off the set. Are you serious? Black folks are treated the same way in America as alphabet soup group members and Ku Klux Klans in Iran. Let some local municipality, some police department or sheriff's department or mayor or judge order somebody. Imagine this, they're up on the top of a building and they got a microphone up there somehow and it's feeding back. Excuse me, by order of the county of wherever the fuck we're at in Alabama, by the powers vested in me, we got Ladera Quavius right here. And he ain't done nothing wrong. We ain't caught him stealing or killing or nothing like that. The only reason we're about to toss this dark-skinned son of a bitch off the top of the tallest building in our one stoplight town is for committing the sin of being born a Negro. That's all. We ain't killing him for nothing else. The sole purpose of us tossing this son of a bitch off the roof is because he's black. How well would that go over, you idiots? They probably get the president on down involved in that. The Department of Justice would be in that ass like a bike with no seat. The Department of Justice would be so far up that sheriff's department or police department's ass that they would be able to taste the Department of Justice. That's how far. Is that a shoelace? Because the Department of Justice is up my ass. Are you serious? But there are people out there who allow them to say this bullshit and be like, no, hold up. We're not going to continue with the show until we address the fucking lies that just came out of that hole under your nose. And then it diminishes what the people in Iran are really going through. You can be as black as you want to in America. Nobody's going to say a fucking thing to you. Why? Because they don't care. Never mind state-sponsored. State-sponsored, federal government-sponsored imprisonments, beatings, or executions just for being black. Whoopi Goldberg says that they're one and the same. Now I imagine for somebody to say something like that, you remember in those science magazines, it would have like a human and a monkey and like a dinosaur and an elephant, and then it would have their silhouette, and then it would show you the size of their brain. And I always remember as a kid, the Tyrannosaurus Rex was humongous, but it had this little walnut-sized brain. So I imagine if you took The View and had their silhouette, I think Whoopi Goldberg's brain would be whatever is half the size of a walnut. Because you're either borderline mentally handicapped or you're a liar. You're a straight up liar. Oh, just ran over a squirrel. That squirrel had to hear me coming 58 miles down the road, and it waits until I'm right there to run out in front of me. Oh, that squirrel got fucked up. But anyway, either you're mentally handicapped or you're a liar. Which one is it? Because you're telling me that a black person in America today is serving out the same sentence as a damn gay person or a woman in Iran, in war-torn third world Iran. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think if you were able to go back in time and find black people, whether it be in the civil rights, let's go back to the civil rights movement. We shall overcome. They got their signs and stuff, equality, in segregation, all that bullshit. I bet if you went up to one of them and said, hey, come here, check this out. You're doing this for black folks now, and of course, black folks in the future will benefit from this. But I'm here to tell you that the black folks in the future, they don't appreciate it. They are saying that the needle hasn't moved, and basically this is all for naught. All this shit you're going through, taking a fire hose to the mouth and a German shepherd hanging off of your fucking calf, all that is for naught, because these Negroes in the future, some of them appreciate it. Some of them take full advantage of the freedoms that you guys fought for, but there's a lot of them that, man, they don't give a shit and they feel like you've done nothing. Now, knowing that, if you guys decide to pack it up and go home and just say, fuck it, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because you're going through all this for a bunch of people that don't even appreciate it, don't even care, and act like you didn't even do it. So if you guys just want to, hey, yo, let's get out of here and go home, I get it. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. Is this the craziest thing you've heard Whoopi Goldberg say? And and by that I mean so far. Because I think Whoopi's got one in the chamber that's going to blow this out of the water. But so far, thinking back to all the dumb, stupid, ignorant shit you've heard her say, is this top of the heap? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.